Listen, I'm just saying, I know how I feel and I know my worth. So if I sit here and I tell you this is what I want and you can't give me that, it's okay. It's no problem. But I'm going to go find it.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll be discussing single mothers and why it's a bad idea to date them. We'll cover how a woman tells the father of her children that $2,200 in child support isn't enough and forbids him from seeing his son. We invite you to smash that like button. Let's support the movement. Subscribe to the channel. That's the only contribution we're asking from you, guys. Add your bit to the movement. Share your experiences in the comments for any man who might need it. And without further ado, let's get started.
This comment right here.
And what about that comment?
I really don't think that he's speaking for all men.
Of course, there are always exceptions, but they are most certainly speaking for the vast majority of men.
Because I know that there will be somebody that steps up one day to be some sort of father figure for my child.
It's very possible. However, do bear in mind that women with children are not at the top of a man's dating priority list. They are in fact near the bottom.
It's also I'm very surprised that you felt comfortable actually typing this out and commenting on someone's video.
I'm actually surprised that one didn't already realize that most men actually felt that way.
Like, it's just the wildest thing.
No, it's not. It's actually almost common sense.
You don't know my circumstances with my child, or his father.
Well, that's true. Not every single mother has 2 or 3 baby daddies, and some single mothers are the product of being widowed or are divorced. However, the fact remains the same that most men do not want to raise another man's child.
Yeah, that's basically it. So, hopefully he's not speaking for all men out there, but this was just really disappointing to see.
Reality often can be very disappointing, can't it? But no, unfortunately, that person does actually speak for the majority of men.
Hell to the no, no. Hell no.
Single mothers get upset when a man tells them the truth because many think that a man is happy raising another man's seed, Chad's seed. But the reality is that no man, at least no one I know, wants to raise another man's sin. I get it. Some look good, and you want to have your fun nights. But the reality is that they are a well-set trap. Many still have attachments to their ex-husband, especially when the child is under 5 years old. That Chad will continue to circle back to his woman. I don't see it as bad if the woman is a widow and never divorced. At least she appears faithful. But if a woman is divorced, even with children from the man, that's already a bad sign. If she has children from different men, that's a terrible sign. If, from the moment you start dating her, she begins to throw the responsibility of another man's sin on you, brother, run away from there. It's a ticking time bomb. I do not recommend going to get milk from another farmer's cow. Buy your own cow. If you doubt this, watch the next video.
I don't know if you guys know, but I was a stepdaddy. I did everything for this girl. I fed her child. I treated her good. I gave her a home, paid no bills, everything for free, fixed her car, gas money, everything. I bought that car seat, matter of fact. I bought her daughter clothes. I bought her daddy food, everything, just for her to go and chill on me with the father of the baby. Lesson learned, guys. Don't ever trust a fucking bitch. I fixed that shit. She fucked it up. I fixed it. I tried my best to fix that. I bought her that. I put gas in it. I did everything. Everything that's in here, I fucking bought her. She lived with me rent free, nothing. For her to fucking cheat on me, bro. That's a fucking learned, guys. Don't ever trust a fucking bitch. All that over some fucking dicks. Well, you guys, oh my god, basically, she's kind of famous on TikTok. Nigga, she's not the person who you think she is. Everybody go fucking hate on this bitch, nigga. Real niggas like me. Real niggas like me don't deserve this shit. Real niggas like me don't deserve this shit, bro. Fucking bitch, nigga. Never again, never in my fucking life is a fucking bitch, bro. Never a fucking again, nigga. Fuck this fucking bitch, bro. On my mama, bro. I did everything for her, just for her to lose to me. Never in my fucking life. Show your fucking face.
What?
Never again, bro. Fuck.
The guys that limit girls because they have kids, fuck them.
No.
It's like, fuck those type of
But
dudes.
let me
it's
tell you
like,
why.
It's like, you know what? Us women with kids, we know how to hustle. We're smart. We get jobs done.
You bring a man in a relationship when you have a son, are you going to put him before your son?
Absolutely not.
There you go. Bingo.
See, me personally, I would tell men that if you don't have children yourself, don't go dating a woman that has children. But what's unfortunate is there are relationships that the woman has children, the man doesn't, and unfortunately, he gets screwed over just like that first video. So for all the women out there, all the single mothers out there that get so triggered and are so angry at the fact that a lot of these men today are waking up and saying, I don't want to date a single mother. It's because of women like that first video that destroy these guys, that actually open up their homes and open up their wallets to take care of you and your child or children, and you decide to screw them over after the fact. Why would anybody want to put themselves in that situation again? Or if they see a friend of theirs that goes through it, a relative that goes through it, why would they want to take that chance to get taken advantage of?
My father once told me, never build your house on your father-in-law's land, because the day he wants you to leave, you'll be without a wife and without a house. You'll just lose your investment. The same goes with a single mother. That child isn't yours. You will just be investing in the care of another man's seed. When that man wants to come back to his woman, you will simply be collateral damage. You can see the pain in this man. Of course it hurts. You fall in love with a woman. You give her your trust. You give everything to make sure she's okay. You take care of her children, feed them, treat them as if they were your own, only for her to repay you by cheating on you with the father of her child. Then she will leave, taking your manhood because she cheated on you. All that you did for her, with the love and care you put into her children whom you will never see again. They made you play house when the house was never yours. You were just the watchman. That's why I don't recommend anyone date single mothers. You'll suffer twice as much. And if you do date one, at least have a child of your own with her, make your investment count. But if you can avoid it, do so. There are millions of single women out there. You can find something better. Remember, do not build on someone else's land.
How do you do it? My husband wants a divorce. Actually, no, he said that he wants a dissolution. I just quit my full-time job to take a part-time job at the school. That way I can get myself through school to get my RN degree. Now he wants to separate, and I have no fucking idea how I'm going to do it. One, I am so sad for our daughter. She's always had mommy and daddy there, and it breaks my heart that she has to go through this. But also, like, how the fuck am I gonna afford to live? How am I going to be able to provide for myself and her? I think I'm just still in shock right now. Like, is this really happening? Yeah, it is. I don't know. If you guys have any advice, just let me know.
This is a perfect example of how women will always think about themselves when it comes to a breakup or a disillusion or a divorce. Because why is it as a society we've normalized just breaking up? Imagine if these same women put in the same amount of energy into fixing a relationship as they do in planning their exit. We'd have a lot less divorces, I'll tell you that much. But even more so, everything in this video screams me, and nothing about possibly saving the relationship. And then, of course, the women will get on the internet and claim that it's in the best interest of their children, even though they're thinking about themselves. But the reality is that household is never going to be the same. There is no amount of money, of alimony, or child support that is going to make your children secure by not having both parents together. And so many women have done this so freely because it's so celebrated and so normalized to just be a singular co-parent rather than what it looks like to make up, break up, and fix a broken home rather than just finding a new one. And all that's really gonna happen is she's gonna find some simp-ass loser that wants to put up with her kids and basically take care of her and do the bare minimum as a stepdad, because basically he's easier to manipulate because her ex-husband no longer wants to put up with it. Okay, bye.
I completely agree with her. This man is leaving her because he sees what's coming. She just wants to improve her life. And once she's economically better off, She'll look for her exit, making this man, the so-called process man, a stepping stone to her destination. Why don't we hear her say how she saved her marriage? We don't hear her ask how she will sustain herself. She only thinks about her economy. That's what I told you. All women come with a narcissism chip implanted. This woman surely had the plan to finish her career, save some money, then tell him, "I'm not happy." Well, your husband just played you. Your own strategy backfired on you. That's why men. When you see that in your relationship the woman seems to be looking for a way out, gather your courage and end the relationship. Don't let her execute her plan, because most of the time men stay thinking they won't ruin our family. But in a nation where 80% of divorces are initiated by women, where the majority are no-fault divorces, you can't wait for her to use the divorce card when things aren't going well. Let's be smart like this man.
Give him a gift. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna wait, and you gonna go. Bro, what the f is up with this camera? Like,
I'm being serious
bro,
right now.
I'm gonna sit right here, and you gonna go inside and get him a
In front of
gift.
my car?
Yes, I'm gonna sit right
You sound
here.
crazy.
Dude, I'm so tired of you.
You sound crazy.
Bro, just go inside and get your son a gift for Christmas.
Good.
Why I gotta beg you to get him a gift for Christmas, bro?
Take the $2,200, go in the
I
mall
don't
yourself,
No.
and get the gift.
You go get it, bro. I have him all the time.
Man, hey.
I'm with him
whatever.
24/7. You can't go inside and get
Okay,
your own.
but you get a lot of money right now. You get $2,200 a month.
$2,200. What is $2,200?
Okay, it's money.
That's broke boy money.
No, it's not.
That's you can't pay $2,200.
I pay every month.
Bro, daycare is $2,000 alone.
Oh my God! All right.
So what I'm
man.
gonna do with $200?
Tell your mama to watch him then.
Mama, what about your mom?
She'll watch it. I already told you that.
Bro,
already.
she's yet to watch him.
Hey,
She didn't.
This is why child support is such a debate, because how can you say you have the child 24/7 if they go to daycare and it's $2,000 a month? Make that make sense. But also, she actually has the audacity to say that that's broke man money, $2,200 a month. There's women out here that are lucky to get $50 a month. So talk about entitlement. And I don't know about you guys, but it's one child, and $1,200 a month for one child is plenty. But also, if the child care is $2,000 a month, okay, half of that means that she's responsible for $1,000 of that. Women have this weird perception that when they can't manage their money, they can pick up the phone and call their baby daddy to still rescue them, and they want the wife treatment as the ex-girlfriend or the ex-wife. So many women feel like they are exempt from paying their share just because they receive child support. But how vindictive do you have to be to not think of the child in the sense of like, I have the money and let me just go get him a gift? Is it really that big of a deal? And I'm going to speculate on their situation that he gets the child for holidays. So why would he give her a gift in the first place if he's going to have his own festivities at his mom's house or his own house where he will present his own gifts? Make that make sense. But also, what is the expectation that she's going to turn to her child and say, your daddy did nothing for you? And what's crazy is it's never about the children. Like, imagine just causing so much drama over something so simple and making the father of your child's life more difficult than it has to be because you're a bitter baby mom. Like, grow the hell up. Okay, bye.
This woman wants to extort him using their child, which is very common among single mothers. If you want to see the child, you have to give her money or buy something for her, even when you're already paying child support. That's why some men give up seeing their own children, because they can't deal anymore with the bitter mother. This man likely want to pick up his child for a vacation with his family, and she won't miss the opportunity to squeeze some money out of him because she knows he wants to take his child. What better moment than this to extract a gift? I bet it's something for her. $2,200 for a child is a lot of money, but since she probably spends it on herself, the money never lasts. I bet even though he pays child support, she still receives government aid. If the child goes to such an expensive daycare, how the hell is the child with you 24/7 if they're all day at a daycare? I bet what she did was dump the kid for her mother to take care of. It's like she said, many are ruined and think that every time there's a problem, the child's father should solve it. It's as if they treat him like an emergency credit card. If you don't comply, she makes it impossible to see your children. So men, be careful where you plant your seed because once it's out of you, you've lost all control over it. She calls him a loser. What an irony.
My husband fell in love with my best friend. Now ex-husband, ex-best friend, but they fell in love. It's now been 4 years, and I wanted to share a very important lesson that I learned. The people that are meant to be in your life will be in your life. Nothing will stop them from simply being in your life. If it's so easy for someone to leave, then they were never truly meant to be with you long term anyways. Also, I see people begging people to stay in their life. You really want someone in your life that you have to beg for? No, thank you. And if you're really fighting for someone to stay, don't you value and respect yourself enough to just let them go? I know that divorce is really hard, and I know that sitting in the loneliness is really hard, but it's way better than begging and pleading for someone to see your worth and your value. You are worth so much more than that, and I hope you see that. So from one heartbreak to another, I see you and I love you.
Everything looks nice, but why did that man have to reach that point? Maybe because he was in a dead bedroom with you. Or maybe you focused more on your social media than on your husband. Maybe he asked for more time or to improve the relationship, and you only thought about advancing your influencer career. There are many questions we don't know the answers to. But as with every divorce story told by a woman, they never admit any fault. It was all the man's doing, as if he was the only one in the relationship. Remember, brothers, if Little Red Riding Hood tells the story, the wolf will always be the villain. Many of these women become divorce coaches, offering motivational messages or a sad story. But the more you uncover their stories, you see that most of them are the ones who broke their marriages. I'm not excusing this man. Infidelity is not okay, but you never invite the enemy into your home. It's well known that if a man brings a lot to the table, women become more interested in him. Since you weren't paying attention to him, your best friend decided to do the job for you. That's why I always say the worst enemy of a woman is another woman. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. What do you think about $2,200 a month for a child? What is your opinion on dating single mothers? Do you consider it a good idea? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from The Wall.